This is just what the doctor ordered.
The knee bone is connected to the thigh bone. That can't be right. Oh, hello there, didn't see you. Hi, I'm Dr. Nishant Joshi and welcome to Just What the Doctor Ordered, the show where I give you your weekly dose of cricket via a semi-lethal injection of satire. Let's start the show. First up this week, and Pakistan defied the very same life cycle that we devised last week, as they enjoyed a successful few days on the field without managing to accuse anyone of a conspiracy to defraud Pakistan cricket. Without calls for Misbah-ul-Haq to resign, and all without Shahid Afridi doing or saying anything controversial. Yes, Pakistan beat Australia by 221 runs in their first test in Dubai. Now, in terms of a winning margin, this was their most emphatic win in all formats against the Aussies. Australia succumbed to spin, with 15 wickets falling to the trio of Zulfikar Babar, Mohammad Hafiz and Yasir Shah. Now, on the other hand, Australia's spinners didn't fare so well, only picking up 7 wickets between them. And I suppose it's not surprising when this man is one of your chief threats. Now, Steve Smith had an economy rate of 8.3 in this test and couldn't tame the Pakistan batsmen. At least fans of the godlike genius that is Stephen Devereux Smith can rest easy in the knowledge that he can tame these guys. In spite of the tragedy of Steve Smith's figures, Pakistan deserve an awful lot of credit. They face so many obstacles on a daily basis. A board that makes more controversial decisions than a South African courtroom. Their best bowler can't even play cricket right now because of some horrible BCCI conspiracy that makes his elbow bend 41 degrees at a time. And moreover, they're not even allowed to play international cricket at home right now. Sure, Pakistan get to play in the Middle East where they are reasonably well settled by now, and where there's plenty of stuff to do if you do get bored, like long walks on the beach, and admiring rich people living a life of luxury. But it's still not quite home. Imagine this. Yunus Khan has played 92 tests in his entire career. Only 19 of those have been at home. That means that when he retires, Pakistan's fans will have seen arguably their greatest ever batsman live in the flesh fewer times than India's fans have seen Ashish Nehra. So it's hard not to cheer for Pakistan when they do manage any modicum of success. Our next story this week, and the BCCI have officially parted ways with their fast bowling and fielding coaches respectively. Joe Dawes and Trevor Penny were originally asked to go on a rest right after India's 3-1 loss to England, and this week the BCCI confirmed that they'd no longer be working with either of them. Joe Dawes has been working with the Indian team for the last 3 years, and he insisted that it was an amicable parting, because as we all know, when the BCCI parts with someone, they always do it amicably. Dawes said the BCCI thought there was a language barrier issue. I would use Ishant Sharma to help communicate, because he spoke English. Ishant Sharma as an English translator. That would probably explain why Dawes has been struggling to get his message across. If you've forgotten, this is what Ishant Sharma sounds like.
Well done, Ishant.
Thank you very much.
Now, firstly, how's the finger? Show it to us.
It's good. It's probably better now. I hope it's if I play, then I think it's very good for me, and I'm happy I'm a part of this team.
When I asked you as you were walking out, you said, yeah, no problem gripping the champagne bottle, you'll forget all about it.
Yeah, when we won the match, I think we forget all our pain and we just go and enjoy ourselves.
Ishant Sharma sounds like an asthmatic Pokemon who's permanently choking on something, which would explain his freakishly large Adam's apple. So if Joe Dawes was asking Ishant to tell the rest of the team to bowl Yorkers at the death, it would be easy to see how the rest of India's fast bowlers understood it to mean, bowl slightly worse than me, it means that I'll probably get even more chances in the future. Now, I love cricket and I love cold desserts, But more than anything, I appreciate a good entrepreneurial spirit. So you can appreciate how much I love this chap, an Afridi lookalike, who has set up a kulfi stall in Pakistan called Afridi Ki Kulfi. Now, I tried to get in touch with this chap to see how sales are going. I heard that he sold 6 kulfis in his first hour, but 0 in his second. Weird.
This is just what the doctor ordered. This is just what the doctor ordered.
A question this week from Pooja, who asks, what does Chris Gale's Twitter feed tell us about life? Well, Pooja, thanks very much for your question. Let's have a look at Chris Gale's Twitter feed. Well, I think Chris Gale's Twitter feed tells us that if your life was just half as fun as Chris Gale's, you probably wouldn't care too much whether or not you played Test cricket either. Until next time, keep tweeting in using the hashtag JWTO. I've been Nishant Joshi, and this was Just What the Doctor Ordered. See you next week.
This is just what the doctor ordered.